the last reason in the world to get involved in real estate is for the money, because there's plenty of ways to make money um, that are a lot easier and a lot less risk than this.
Hmm.
So, but you just got to want to do it. And
Yeah.
the people who I know who are the most successful at this line of work really enjoy the game in spite of all the stress and the zaniness of what's going on right now.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Pros podcast. I'm Kristen, and I'm here with Mark Shuler of SGRE Investments. So we're going to get all into kind of the market, how it stands now, capital raising, and yeah, just general investing. Thank you for being here, Mark.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Well, you're an architect. That's where you kind of got your start here. I'd love to hear how you made your way into real estate from there.
So yeah, I got into real estate through my architecture career. I actually had been practicing for a number of years, and along the way, I had a lot of developer clients, as you can imagine. I've done several large apartment buildings here in Seattle, and just kind of looking over their shoulder, got really curious about what it is they did and how they did it, and figured that if they could do it, I wanted to do it, because they were making a lot more money than me. So in the early aughts, I went back to business school at the University of Washington and got a degree in commercial real estate development. And then took me a minute to get going with it. But by about 2012 or 13, I started doing some deals. I think my first deal was here down by our airport, SeaTac. It was a 30-unit deal that I tied up. I think I tied it up for about 2.3 million, brought some partners in. We did a big value add play on it where we renovated all the units, upgraded the elevator, gave it better curb appeal. And I think that exercise cost us about $900,000. 4 years later, sold it for $6 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So really nice pop on the valuation. My investors really happy. They made 23 north of 23% on their money. And then after that, I just started doing deals. About a year later, after I bought that one, I bought another one here in Seattle that I still own. Maybe a year and a half after that, I bought a little 14 unit in the South Sound area, renovated that. I actually made more money on that one than on the 30 unit. It's crazy how you can do that, but profited really nicely on that. And then after that, I just got tired of the Puget Sound. It's very regulated. This is a very blue area of the country, and so I wanted to play in an environment where the rules of engagement were not so skewed. So I went down to Houston and met some guys down there, and I've been doing deals with them ever since. I still do deals with them to this day. So we've done
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
8, 10, 12 syndications, something like that.
Wow.
Got about 6,000, no, excuse me, it's 4,000. We have about 4,000 doors under management, and it's about a $600 million portfolio now. So
Wow.
challenging business right now. So,
Absolutely. I mean, that's amazing. Out of college, essentially your first deal really hit. Kind of gives you some maybe
well,
unrealistic
there's a
expectations of
little
all of
distance between when I graduated and when
right.
I did my first deal. So
Okay.
be candid about that. But yeah, I mean, but more to the point, I did a huge career pivot that a lot of people don't execute in their lives, but I'm kind of maniacally focused and knew that I really, really wanted to get into this line of work. I just wanted to be a housing developer from as long as I can remember. And so it just felt like it was a natural progression for me along my career path. But it was a hard transition, I can tell you that. It's a tough
Absolutely.
business, no question about it.
Absolutely. I think a lot of people get into real estate and just, expect a big sum of money to be put on their desk, but it requires a lot. Yeah.
I do try to dissuade people of that fantasy because it's not what happens. It's a
Mhm.
lot of work. There's a lot of risk. You're constantly drinking from a fire hose. And if you don't have the background in construction and real estate, it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough.
Mhm.
I have a tremendous resume, and there isn't a day that goes by that I just don't get hit with something, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh man, how do I deal with this? So that never ends. So just be careful what you sign up for. You gotta want to do this. I can tell you what I usually tell people is the last reason in the world to get involved in real estate is for the money, because there's plenty of ways to make money um, that are a lot easier and a lot less risk than this.
Mhm.
So, but you just got to want to do it. And
Yeah.
the people who I know who are the most successful at this line of work really enjoy the game in spite of all the stress and the zaniness of what's going on right now. So,
Of course. Yeah. You have to ride so many market shifts and there's so much unpredictability in this line of work. You have to just love it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the only way you'll sustain yourself. Otherwise,
Mhm.
you'll burn out
Yeah. And maybe talk about that a little bit. Have you ever experienced burnout?
every day.
Yeah. And at 12 o'clock, you're burned out. By
Uh,
2 o'clock, you're back in it.
well, you know, um, you've heard the phrase grinder.
Hmm.
You've got to be a grinder in this line of work, and you have to want to do this line of work. And, once the train leaves the station, there is no getting off.
Hmm.
So, but that said, I continue to enjoy the process for a lot of different reasons, or the business. You know, in addition to kind of the business side of it, I mean, we have a little social cause. We're trying to create safe, affordable housing. We're workforce housing guys, my partners and I. So we do these, value add deals, and they're 250 to 500 door projects. And, that's generally the worker bees, come home and after working a day or a night shift, our little thesis is everybody has the right to have a dignified place for their head to hit the pillow at night.
Hmm.
And so, we're really pimping out these units. I mean, they're really nice. They're condo quality finishes in a C-class deal. And generally speaking, for that demographic, it's the nicest place they've ever lived.
Yeah.
And
That
we
must
do get
feel
a
good.
rent premium for it. that's the business model is people, we have internal migration within each deal from classic units to the renovated units. And there's generally like $100 to $150 a month rent pop. People line up to move. They really want to live in a nice place.
Yeah.
So our thesis, we've proven our thesis time and again. So I feel pretty good that we're trying to provide affordable, clean housing for a lot of folks who normally wouldn't have access to that.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Absolutely. That must feel very gratifying to kind of help. I mean, it's helping someone in their day-to-day life.
Well, and it balances out all the headaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it does. And just not to be, facetious or anything like that. It helps, really
Mhm.
does. So
Yeah. And at SGRE, you guys are very vertically integrated. So you guys are, it seems like a very tight operation here.
we're trying. Again, it's like drinking from a fire hose. We have over 200 people on the payroll. And just, full disclosure, I work with another private equity firm and I'm their main capital raiser. So I run my own private equity firm and then we JV on all these partners or on all these deals. And so, yeah, I mean, they built, and I've helped build this large company that we're going through a massive reorg on right now. But we do everything in house. We do asset management, we do construction, leasing. Yeah, we do a lot of this. The tasks that are normally third party by a lot of operators. Um, we do all that in house. That's all designed to control the expense side of our ledger. And drive returns to the bottom line for our investors. But also, it's all about control with a capital C. It allows us to control everything within the business model. And even then, stuff happens on an almost daily basis. It's happening. And in this current environment with ICE running around, I mean, it's challenging.
Yeah.
I was on a partner call today for a different deal, and tenants are just disappearing overnight. They're just skipping. We came to an asset 2 days ago and just found the keys in the door, and they were gone. Workers just skip. They're just gone.
Yeah.
So trying to maintain, full occupancy and full employment in our business model, it's proving challenging right now. That's why we're doing this big reorg. Or it's not an opportune time in the deal environment, so we're taking advantage of this downtime to kind of just really tighten the screws, maximize our efficiency, and keep our
Right.
costs in check. So.
Yeah. And, with the integration and all of that, it sounds so easy and obvious to have everything in house, but I feel like most people can't do that. It's so difficult to have everything in house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with a big Y. It is challenging. You have to build it piece by piece, slowly over time. And it's not like you wake up one day with a large portfolio and you want to build a company around it. You
Right.
sort of, leapfrog. You buy a deal and then you hire some people and you buy another deal and you hire some more people. And next thing you know, you're hiring regional managers or, head of HR or head of accounting or, we bootstrapped this company together, grew it organically. And
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
I personally think that companies reach a point where they get to a level of maturity where they have to step back and evaluate everything, all of their processes, to make sure that they're doing things in as streamlined a fashion as possible. And I got news for you. Change happens and not everybody likes it.
Mm-hmm.
So then you've got to deal with that. And, some people leave and now you got to, hire new people and go through the interview process. That's why we poached this really competent woman from Amazon, and she's a high-level C-suite HR director, and she's doing a great job.
Yeah.
It's really turning around. It's probably going to take us another quarter, and we should have our ship righted at that point. But I don't anticipate us doing any deals until 2026 at the earliest at this point.
Yeah.
So it gives us plenty of opportunity to kind of fine tune all of this and get it dialed in. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think there's importance in saying no and to be really particular in the deals you take on and not rush things.
no, we'd probably analyze 300-400 deals for every one we go after.
Wow.
Yeah, no, we have 2 full-time underwriters that sit there and play with Excel all day long.
Yeah.
We're not doing any deals right now. The bid-ask spread between what we offer and what the sellers want to sell them for are just too far apart. The lending environment is not great. 10-year bond rate is still too high. For your listeners, real estate loans are priced on a lending rate, bond rate typically, plus a spread. And that spread going to be anywhere from like 1.8 to 2.5 points. And given where the bond rates are right now, interest rates on deals are too high. And so, we can't, and the underwriting doesn't work. So, we're pretty happy to wait.
Yeah.
I don't have to buy deals, so, I'm pretty happy fixated on the operations side of things right now.
Yeah, definitely. That'll hold you over for sure. And so you are very skilled in capital raising and you've been very involved in that. I know this is a really tough market. I would love for you to kind of talk about capital raising during this time.
Yeah, it's challenging.
Mhm.
It is incredibly challenging. I'm raising for a little side hustle right now. And it's just proving challenging. And it's a small little raise. And, people are wanting to hang on with all of this uncertainty coming out of DC, all the chaos, and just the whiplash back and forth. And one day we're doing tariffs, one day we're not, then we're back on them. It is very hard to predict what what you're going to be doing in 6 months. And so the business environment, the thing it likes is uncertainty. And so if nobody can make, business plans, you can't make investment plans, you can't purchase inventory. You don't know what labor rates are going to look like. Are we going into a recession? Are we not? Is the Fed going to lower the rate? Should they have lowered it last week? It's just all this information you're trying to synthesize and try to make a business plan, and it's challenging right now. So a lot of people see that and they're standing pat. They are not deploying.
Yeah.
And let me close this out. Yeah, that said, I'm grinding through on this little raise, and I have no choice. I have to get it done. So
Yeah.
yeah, I've raised probably close to $50 million over the last 8, 9, 10 years, and this is the hardest it's been. Bar none.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how do you push through?
I figure that out, I'm going to bottle it and sell it. I or I don't want to give up my secret sauce.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it starts with how you present the deal.
Mhm,
It starts with your credibility and clarity. So if you are clear in your business model and communicate clearly about the economics of the deal, the marketplace, all the stuff that people generally want to see
mhm,
to evaluate a deal, you stand a better chance of raising. You're not going to be perfect because I can't tell you the number of times I've heard this quote. I want to keep my powder dry. Um, I you know, just palm the forehead every time I hear that. But that said, you have to be respectful, and you can't be needy in the game, raise game. The best you can do is talk to lots of people and create some excitement. And people who want. I mean, the good news is if you can, if there's any positive about all of this, there is like $7 trillion sitting on the sidelines looking for a place to park itself. So money never sleeps.
mhm.
Capitalism grinds forward. We're going through an era of creative destruction. We are coming off a multi-year environment of very easy credit, very low interest rates, very easy money. Too many people got into the business who had no business getting into the business. And I'm seeing a lot of those folks lose their deals right now. That is not lost on investors. And so it helps that my partners and I have a lot of experience doing this and that, we're seasoned and we control, everything from, supply chain management to the last screw and the last switch plate on the wall.
Yeah.
And, so that counts as something in the minds of a lot of our investors, that we are, I've had more than one investor tell me they've invested with multiple sponsors. They are not so certain that they're going to get their money out of those deals, but they have no concerns with us. I hope that's not misplaced, um, uh, whatever you want to call it. But I'm going to try my hardest to make sure that we get out of these. We may not get, and I doubt we'll get the returns that we initially promised when we underwrote the deal. We're going to do our best. No
Yeah.
one's going to lose money on our deals. I can tell you that. So.
There you go. That's awesome. And then to wrap it all up, what's maybe a piece of advice that you wish you learned at the beginning of your journey?
You know, don't be afraid to take risks, but make sure they're calculated. A lot of what you see in this industry are, a lot of cowboy attitude, which is misplaced exuberance that cannot be a substitute for experience. And so, but don't let fear hold you back. Start small, grow in your skill sets, grow in your understanding of the business. It's a complicated business. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Do not think you're going to do one deal and then go to Hawaii and drink Mai Tais on the beach. It's not going to happen. Okay. It doesn't
That
happen.
sounds great though.
Yeah. But you know, you see too much of this on
Yeah.
Facebook and LinkedIn.
Hmm.
And I just
Absolutely.
roll my eyes every time I see someone put up another post that is just, I mean, I don't know if I have an adjective to describe it, but it's not real.
Hmm.
And it's sort of I don't know, exuberance, ego, whatever. I try to keep my ego tucked in my back pocket. I'm basically an engineer. I think in terms of systems and underwriting and structure. And so, and believe me, I'll bloviate with the best of them if I've got a good deal that I believe in. But just to, go out there and blow a horn, just simply to blow a horn, it's like a waste of breath. You don't get that back. You don't get that life energy back. So, and it dings your credibility, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, you know, be credible and provide people with good opportunities, and hopefully they'll come back time and again.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, transparency is so important. And
Well, transparency and alignment.
mhm,
I've been thinking a lot about alignment um, in the last month. It is a challenge in this
yeah.
environment, but you want to make sure that you and your investors are all pulling in the same direction, and that you've got to treat the investors. They come first in any deal. In all of our deals, investors get paid first, always. So I don't get paid until we exit, and so that's a lot of years to tie up a lot of equity. And so it ensures that I'm doing the best job possible on behalf of my investors. So the whole notion of just, you know, bloviating about it, I don't, it's kind of an exercise that's lost on me.
Well, I think that's good advice, and I think that's a good direction for people to take. Where can people find you?
Yeah, I'm in front of this box all the time. So if people want to hit me up with an email, you can send it to investor at sgreinvestments, that's plural.com. Or you can use my architecture address, mark at shulerarchitecture.com. Shuler is spelled Shuler, no C.
Amazing. Well, I encourage everybody to check Mark out. He has a lot of information to share with everyone. Thank you so much for being here today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
And thank you, everyone, for listening, and we will see you back next time. Bye.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.